So I've just spent the last 3 weeks planning to walk across Europe as much as I can do in 90 days. Um, I'm doing it over 90 days just because, as far as I'm aware, we're only allowed to be in Europe 90 days in every 180 days now. So I decided to set myself a challenge and walk across Europe, see how far I can get. I've never really hiked before. Only done wild camping once or twice, and that didn't end very successfully, if I'm being honest. Um, yeah, I've no experience. I had no idea what I was doing, and me and a friend went and camped at Ilkley Moor, and probably the worst day of the year. Um, God knows why we thought that was a good idea, but we went for it anyway, and it was very windy. The pegs snapped in the night, and the tent kind of half flung up on its side all night. Yeah, we didn't get any sleep. We were frozen. I have no idea what gear to wear, and I just thought wear as many layers as you can, and that's the best to keep you warm. We had a very basic sleeping bag. We didn't have any pads or mats or anything. Yeah, so freezing cold, and vowed to never do it again. And then here I am now. I've decided to actually have a go at it for 90 days. So I just thought I would share my experience and go over the gear that I've bought. Like I said, I have no idea what the right gear is really. It's just the research that I've done over the last 3 weeks, just the different forums and different YouTube sites. So I wouldn't really take any of the recommendations that I go through. Yeah, don't do that. But this is my gear anyway, and I'll just go through my thinking behind it. And I actually tried it out last night, some of it, and it worked pretty well. So here we go. So just going over this. This is possibly my gear for 90 days, barring a few other essential items. The bag I've had for years, to be honest. It's just quite a standard backpacking bag. But I've used it all across Europe, and it's done a solid enough job. I will be getting a trolley as well, just because my knees are a bit knackered these days. So I've actually ordered a trolley. That'll be an interesting experience walking through Europe with a trolley attached to the back of me. Yeah, just going on to the sleeping bag. Again, so many choices out there, and it all depends on your budget. And then there's lots of different reviews. Really, I went with this one just because I got a good deal on it. But it does go down to -3 comfort temperature, and it is pretty comfortable. Like I said, I tested it out last night. Sleeping on the Seat Summit Comfort Plus self-inflating, and I had no problems whatsoever. Warm throughout the night. I think my mouth might have been under the covers at one stage, and the bag did have a bit of condensation in the morning. So obviously try not to do that. Yeah, so this this sleeping bag, I couldn't really decide. There were so many choices, to be honest. I'll just see whether you can see this. Yeah, lots of different choices to go through. The Celtic Cosmic and the Nemo Forte had quite good reviews for the price range. I didn't really want to go above £150. And in the end, like I said, I got this one at a deal, so I went with it. And so far, after one night, I think it got down to about 4 degrees. And yeah, I was red hot, to be honest. So I spent half the night hanging out of the duvet, so yeah, no bother there. The Comfort Plus sleeping mat. Again, that was comfortable enough. It's got R value of 4.1, which, as far as I'm aware, the R value goes to a 7, and 7 being the best one. So this is a 4.1 in that, and I think it was about £120. So pretty good going. Oh, sorry, that's my postman, so my dog's just about to bark. Don't do that, Bailey. Yeah, it self-inflates, so you don't need a pump sack with it. Like I said, it was comfortable, did a good job. Then I had the Fox 1V2 from OEX. This tent is kind of a bit of a stealth tent. So if you get claustrophobic, it's not ideal, to be honest, because there weren't very much room at all. There weren't enough room for my bag to go in anyway. So I'm unsure whether I'm actually going to use this one. I'm also 6'3", and my feet and head were touching the tent, so it weren't great, to be honest. But if you're under that size, it's pretty good going. If you want to stay hidden away. Yeah, the rest of this gear is just pretty standard. I mean, I've got skiing gloves there, but hopefully they'll do the job. I'm going like more towards summertime anyway, so you want to just get a down jacket just in case. This is just a normal synthetic one, to be honest. But then you've got your base layers and your mid layers. These generally are wool, the bamboo ones and polyester ones. So you don't want to be wearing cotton t-shirts because then you sweat and that turns cold. It's wet, so it turns cold. And that's no good for you. So you want to buy these kind of tops. Again, I've no idea what the best ones are, and these go up in price massively. So I just kind of got the standard sort of things from Black Sand Mountain Warehouse. I've got a Berghaus Gore-Tex jacket, so hopefully if I do get some rain, I'm pretty well protected. So this is all my gear. Like I said, I'll just see what happens over the next few weeks and update on how everything goes and how good the gear is. Thank you.